All right, everybody, welcome to the Late to Work podcast. I'm your host, Craig G. So today I want to go into a little bit of, I want to play some videos from the Gwyneth Paltrow ski accident trial. So let me give you a quick breakdown. Basically, what happened is Gwyneth Paltrow was, and she's an actor, a famous actor. I forget what movies she was in, a couple good movies. Um, and she was skiing in Utah, Deer Valley. I don't know. Deer Valley is either the city or I think it's the name of the ski mountain she was on. So she was skiing and she was with her kids and they were on the beginner's hill. Her kids were getting lessons. They were learning how to ski. Long story short, she smacked into this guy named Terry Sanderson. He's an optician. He skis, he lives up there and skis year round. He's saying that she came flying from behind and hit the back of him, and he went flying forward. And he's saying he got a traumatic brain injury. He did break 4 ribs. There was a couple doctors testifying he did break 4 ribs, but he's saying he got a traumatic brain injury. And it's funny because there was some doctors breaking. So this happened in 2016, and the trial's just now going on. The trial, all the evidence has been submitted to the jury. Now they're just about to do their closing arguments, which I do want to watch, but I want to record this video first, then go watch the closing arguments, and then make another video. But in my opinion, I definitely think Gwyneth Paltrow is winning by far. Terry Sanderson's lawyers are literally the dumbest lawyers I've ever seen. This guy is hacking. This one guy is up there just hacking on the while he's asking questions. He's like, yeah, sorry, like he's gonna die up there. And also, the guy is so arrogant. He is just so arrogant. It's hard to it's honestly hard to even watch. He's so arrogant. He cuts off um he keeps cutting off the witness that is testifying. So I have some videos, and there's just this guy, that's Terry Sanderson, and he is just lying. He's full of shit. I believe he's full of shit. um there's people testifying that he's angry ever since the accident. He's a different person. But the accident happened in 2016, and he was saying, "Yeah, I was never like this before. I was never angry. I was never short-tempered. I was always on top of things." Well, they have anger management. They got his medical records, and he's been divorced twice. They have all his VA records that he was doing anger management. He had a restraining order. This is all before the accident. So it's bullshit. The accident didn't cause him to become angry and have bad relationships with his family. It's bullshit. So I'm gonna play some videos uh that I think are pretty funny and ridiculous, and I believe that he's gonna win. I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow is gonna win. I believe she's going to win. So he's suing her for damages, and he's saying his case is worth around $3.2 million. Well, she countersued him for $1. It's plus attorney fees. So she wants $1 plus, if she wins, she wants him to pay her attorney's fees, rightfully so. And you want to know what? I think she's going to win. And apparently she offered, I mean, usually civil cases don't go to trial, but this guy was so greedy. I believe she offered to pay his medical bills and some, but he denied it. He wanted to get as much out of it as he could. She's a celebrity. I'm gonna run her for all of her money, and I don't think it's working out. His lawyers are terrible, terrible. So I want to play and the guy is an optician. Here's just a good example of this guy is an optician.
That's the time I heard the saw, indicating scream, and then bang, it happened. Call that
a fast forward. So
your right eye has problems, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Not a little bit.
Yes, a little bit.
Blind.
No,
You told 3 of your providers at the VA, I'm blind in my right eye.
I use the word loosely.
You used it, and you're an optometrist.
You use the word blind loosely and you're an optometrist. There is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. This guy is a momo. This guy is a jerk off. He's been testifying that he's blind this whole time in his right eye. And all of a sudden, when it benefits him, no, all of a sudden you're not blind. He's blind in his right eye and has problems in his left. And they mentioned the problems in his left eye. And he goes, I don't have problems in my left eye, 20/20 vision. And they're like, that's a lie. You have a cataract. Oh, I got it removed. You got it removed in 2018, but the accident was in 2016. So the point is, you're blind in your right eye and had a cataract in your left. And this guy he's full of shit. He is full of shit. So that's just one example. I mean, I could go, oh, and so everyone on the internet, all the court TV watchers and everybody is saying, just pay the man. This poor guy, you got money, Gwyneth. You got money, Gwyneth. Well, here's
Sanderson, Mr. Sanderson.
He has gone on more trips than Gwyneth. Listen to all the places this guy has traveled since the accident. By the way, he's claiming that he's claiming that his life has forever changed. He sits in a chair all day. His relationships are smashed. He can't work. He can't do anything. And the funniest part is he said he can't ski again. And if you watch right here,
For the green team recycling again.
That's after the collision?
Yes, that's the team.
Watch.
I tried it.
That's you on the first row on the right with the big smile, true?
Yes, that's me.
Let's go to 61.
Oh, and Carlene's there.
Oh, and Carlene's there.
61.
This guy
Is this your girlfriend at the time in a cool looking waterfall?
It is.
Let's go to
At a
62.
waterfall hiking.
Is this you after the collision up in the ski resorts, or what is this?
Yeah, about a year later. I think I was just walking up in the hills above my house.
Okay, page 63. Is this you skiing after the collision?
It could be. I did go with Robin one time to try it out. I tried it by myself twice.
Okay,
It could be. That's fucking you skiing. You know, and he's been this whole trial, he's been testifying that I can't ski anymore. Oh my God, I can't ski. Oh, let me tell you. Okay, now let's watch all of the places he's traveled since 2016.
did you go to Peru
Yes.
after the collision? All of these are after the collision, okay?
Yes.
Visit Machu Picchu,
Costa Rica, yes.
walk the Golden Trail.
Yes.
Machu Picchu is in Peru.
Walked the Golden Trail. I don't know about you guys. I don't know where the hell that's at, but it sounds like a difficult hike. He's hiking more places than I could fucking hike, and he's trying to say that his life has changed, and he's sitting in a chair all day, damn near a vegetable state, has a traumatic brain injury, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Yes.
Floated down the Amazon.
This is all since the
Yes, I
accident.
guess so.
Costa Rica. Did you do a zip line?
Same trip, yes.
Did you go to Europe? Visit Netherlands, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, France, Belgium?
With my daughter, Jenny, yes.
Bottom half, James, please. Did you go to the Netherlands 3 times?
I don't remember.
Well, if you're disputing it, then we pull it out of your deposition.
I don't remember. I have no reason to dispute it or agree.
Okay, Morocco twice. True?
Likely, very likely.
Canary Islands. I need to know if you're disputing these things.
I can't dispute it, no.
Thailand. Did you go to Thailand after the collision?
Yes.
Did you visit at least the states of Washington, Oregon, Montana, and Idaho after the collision?
Probably, yes.
Let's go to 11147. You're a Facebooker, right? At least you were at the time. You posted a lot on social media.
Relative to other people, it did seem like I did. Very little.
All of these pictures are from your personal Facebook after the collision.
Okay.
Let's go to number 47.
It's just crazy.
And is there a way to enlarge it, James? Is this you doing a selfie in your backyard?
Oh,
Beautiful sunset, probably so.
wait till you see this one. Wait till you see this one. This guy can't even tell the truth about having a party in his backyard. Watch this. So there he is in his backyard. And the next clip, there's basically the same backyard with like 20 people there. And they say, "Are you having a party in your backyard?" No, I'm not. It wasn't my party. Well, why is it in your backyard? Well, it was someone else's party and they had it in my backyard. Well, were you there? I just stopped by to make sure they were all doing okay. Fucking just say, yeah, I had a party. Am I not allowed to have a party just because I got in a ski accident? Like it's simple stuff that's not even a big deal that everyone who gets on the stand and is full of shit lies about. I get it. You get anxiety being on the stand. I get it. You're trying to sue a celebrity. I get it. She's got probably more power than you. I get it. There's court TV cameras all over the trial. They're watching you. I get it. But that doesn't mean you just can't agree with simple shit. Just agree with it. Yeah, I'm in my backyard. Yeah, I had a party. Just because I got in a ski accident and am injured doesn't mean I can't have a party.
Page 48, having a party in your backyard?
No,
No.
that was somebody else's party. I just dropped it. It was my renter's party.
If you can straighten it up.
Cinco de Mayo. And she wanted to use the back deck.
And enlarge if you can. You went to a party in your backyard after the collision, true?
I just visited to make sure they had everything they needed.
Yeah.
I just visited the party in my backyard. Okay, whether it's your party or not, he asked, "Are you having a party in your backyard?" No. He said no. It's simple shit like that just it's really, he's digging his own grave, and I hate to say it. I feel bad to say it, but he's probably going to end up having to pay her lawyer fees, which are in the upper of $400,000. I wouldn't be surprised if it's about $400,000 or $500,000, above 3,000 for sure, above 300,000 for sure. So plus the $1. Don't forget the $1. Paltrow is suing him for the $1. And you know what? If Paltrow didn't think that she was innocent, I think she would have just settled outside of court. But to go to trial like this, and she's drawing the line. I'm not just paying you out because I'm famous. I'm not doing it. And more power to her. And I really like her. She took the stand. She was honest. She was nice. A lot of people saying she looks snooty and she does this with her lips, but it's just they're thinking that I'm better than you. I think that's just the way she fucking uses her lips. I like her. I think she's a nice lady. She got up there and was honest. No, he ran into me. And here's a video of him. So Terry Sanderson did a press conference. And in the press conference, he called Gwyneth Paltrow King Kong coming out of the jungle. Let me play it for you.
Dispute it?
I dispute my intentions. That's all
King Kong coming out of the jungle.
Press conference.
Pardon?
Press conference.
Press conference. I was pretty.
Did you say those words about my client?
I meant to say King Kong just chased someone out of the jungle.
Like, he cannot. Press conference. I was a press conference. Like, did you say those words? Yes, you called her King Kong. You said that she was like King Kong, and she ran into you with a hideous scream.
That's what I meant.
Did you?
It's not a big deal if you called her King Kong. It's an analogy. But the fact that you deny something that it was broadcasted throughout the country on a press conference, like it's just it's narcissist or whatever. I don't even know what it is. But also there was psychologists that testified that he is most likely a narcissist.
Refer to her as Godzilla to your daughter?
I did not. I don't remember that.
She testified to that.
I don't remember that. It's gone. Sorry.
I don't remember that. Gone. Sorry. What was that? Listen to that.
It's gone. Sorry.
Testified to that.
I don't remember that. It's gone. Sorry.
Don't remember that. It's gone. Sorry. This trial is a 7-day trial, and he testified to that several days ago. And well, in his deposition, his daughter testified to that just a couple days ago. I mean, see what I mean? I mean, I watch these trials day in and day out, and it's constantly filled with, when they take the stand, whoever's lying, it's just they cannot just agree with simple shit. And I love it when attorneys get up there and they're asking questions that you might think why is he asking him a question that we already know the answer to? It's because everyone already knows the answer to it, and so we want to see if he's going to tell the truth or not. And when you ask a question that the whole jury already knows the answer to, they heard your daughter say that you called Gwyneth Paltrow Godzilla. So the jury already knows you called her Godzilla. And then when you get on the stand and say, no, don't remember, sorry, your credibility goes out the window instantly. Instantly.
You told everyone it was a hit and run, right?
And run.
Wrote to your own hometown newspaper and said, she hit and ran me.
I did say that.
And that's been dismissed by this court. You understand that?
Yes, I guess so. Yes.
Yes, I guess so. He basically just admitted to the fact that Gwyneth Paltrow is innocent right there.
I want to talk, please bring that up. This is D110. And do you see it on your screen, sir? 104.
Yes. Page 400.
Can you maybe enlarge the first half? Post-incident travel by Dr. Sanderson, Mr. Sanderson.
And they're going to go over the travel again, which we've already gone over. And I wish I would have grabbed some clips of him talking about how injured he was. So I mean, if you can go watch the trial, it's a great trial. It's not bad. So basically, I wish I would have gotten videos of him testifying of how injured he was, so you guys would understand how silly the fact that all these most of those places he traveled were going on hikes. There was pictures of him at waterfalls, on top of mountains, and just crazy stuff, man. Okay, so now I want to kind of jump into the fact that this guy, actually, that guy right there, his Terry Sanderson's attorney, is the biggest jerk off I have ever seen in a trial. And I can't wait to go pause this and go watch the closing arguments, because the closing arguments are happening right now, but I want to finish this video. Then I'm going to go watch the closing arguments. I'm going to snag a few clips that I think were good from the closing arguments, and then I'm going to do another video and talk about the closing arguments. But I will say my prediction right now is that Gwyneth Paltrow is not going to have to pay him any damages. And very possibly that she's going to win her countersuit and he's going to have to pay her attorney fees. I really think that might happen. So I want to segue into making fun of his lawyers. real quick. So I have a few clips of let me play one more real quick. Just some context behind this. So in Terry Sanderson's deposition before the trial, like a year ago or whatever, whenever it was, he'd been calling himself 5'8". He had been saying that he was 5'8", 175, 180 pounds. Well, he's 5'5", and he just testified in this trial that he's 5'5", 160 pounds. And so here is Gwyneth's attorney asking him, why did you say that you were 5'8"? And he says, well, I shrunk 3 inches. What? And then he says I was wearing heels when I measured myself. You can't make this up.
Lost like 15 pounds and shrunk 3 inches, right? Yes or no?
I had no idea. I guess yes. I was
Just a few days ago, you said I was 175 to 80 and 5'8". Remember?
I said that not here. Oh, you know what?
In this very trial.
Overruled.
I know why I said that. It's because the VA records weighs you with all your clothes and everything on, and I knew that's what.
Oh, the VA weighs you with all your clothes on. That's why you're a 15 to 20 pound discrepancy. Oh.
And I knew that's what.
Now listen to what he says about his height.
What you were reading was what
Clothes
the VA
don't
reported.
give you 3 inches. You with me?
Heels do.
Did you have heels on?
No, not at all.
Heels do. Heels make you grow 3 inches. Did you have heels on? No. I mean, dude, it is. I feel bad for the guy. I mean, well, actually, I don't. I don't feel bad for him. Look at all the places he's traveled. I don't feel bad for him one bit.
All right. You even called yourself pudgy.
Anyways,
You've lost.
Come on. All right. So, I'm so glad I figured out how to do all this. I was struggling to play videos. Okay, now let me segue into making fun of his attorney. So I'm not even blaming all of it on this guy's the biggest asshole in the world. That guy on TV right behind me. So here is some videos. First, I'll play a few videos of him just hacking. Just fucking hacking.
Yeah, Victor, yeah.
Okay. Any objection to Defense Exhibit 105A
Yes,
through V on for demonstrative purposes that have any objections other than those that have already been voiced?
I haven't voiced any objections to it, but it's not in a report, and it's undisclosed.
I object. I object. Oh my God. I could play videos of him doing that all day. I got a few more. So it's just one example. Great. This is the best one.
Changes are not worsening, and if I'm going to go ahead and add that, it's pretty miraculous that he wasn't having some more significant problems back in 2009.
This lady started laughing several times. I mean, do you hear this guy?
Sexual changes are not worsening, and if I'm going to go ahead and add that, it's pretty miraculous that he wasn't having some more significant problems.
She's trying to testify the whole trial. When he's questioning anybody, dude, half the time he's just over there dying. Oh, it's funny, dude.
To happen.
But this lady,
more
this lady is sharp. She was one of the witnesses for the defense, a professional witness. Basically, she's testifying. She is a neuropsychologist. By the way, this guy kept insulting her. You're not an MD. You're not a medical doctor. She's a neuropsychologist. I thought that was about just as good or even better than I don't know. But he was trying to insult her level of basically, I can't think of the word. He was trying to insult her intelligence. That's what it is. Okay, so this is him. This is the attorney. This is the attorney interrupting that gal that I was just talking about. He kept doing that.
You surely recognize the importance
So disrespectful.
in the evaluation process, okay, of finding out how the person functioned before the incident, which is February 26, 2016, and after, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you can get some of that information by asking the injured person himself or herself, can't you?
I could, yes.
In this case, you didn't have that opportunity. But you had other information, did you not?
I had a lot of information.
Let me finish the question, please. Had other
He literally said, "Did you not?" The way he says that has a question mark at the end. And then she answered, "Let me finish the question." He was setting her up. He was just insulting people. He was playing games this whole trial.
I had a lot of information.
Let me finish the question, please. Had other information, did you not?
I had a lot of information.
Let me finish the question, please.
He finished the question. You had other information, did you not? Let me finish the question. You finished the fucking question. He's such an asshole. And it's not a good look on Terry Sanderson. Let me tell you, it's not a good look for the plaintiff.
Information, did you not?
I had a lot of information.
Let me finish the question, please. Had other information.
She kept her cool too this whole time. She kept her cool, man. And here he is right here. I can't wait to go watch these closing arguments. He's probably fucking coughing, hacking. He probably, oh man, the jury has to just be cringing at this guy. He is such a fucking asshole. I mean, oh my gosh. I can't even begin to explain. I mean, and this is what I love about watching trials, man. I just love watching arrogant assholes ruin and lose cases for their client. I mean, and don't even get me started. His other attorney, this other gal, is not as bad, but she's terrible too. She was fangirling, is what they were calling it, over Gwyneth Paltrow. So she was questioning Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow is not her client. She's defending her client. Gwyneth Paltrow is the defendant. And she is just fangirling over Gwyneth. "Oh, I'm sure you're a good tipper. I would just assume you're a good tipper. Oh my God. You're very small. Actually, you're not very small. You're just, and I watch a lot of court TV about trial advocacy and like etiquette, and they were just ripping her up. Like, you don't get up, and she's just terrible. Okay, I want to play another video about.
I didn't know.
So basically, throughout the trial, the defense concluded to the fact, and a lot of the medical experts basically came to the conclusion that Terry Sanderson, the guy on the screen there, is like a hypochondriac. They have other words for it, but he's basically a hypochondriac. There's medical records going back 30 years of where he's just going to the doctor claiming that he's got a brain aneurysm. Like, he'll just go to the doctor and say, "I think I have an aneurysm in my," just random shit. So here is one about the defense is cross-examining Terry Sanderson, who is the plaintiff. And they're talking about these near-death experiences that he says he's had. And one of them's, let me say this. So he was saying that he was not, so during the ski accident, he had told different doctors different times. First, he said he was knocked out for 1 minute. Then he told another doctor 5 minutes. Then he told another doctor 10 minutes. So basically, throughout the years, he keeps reporting to other doctors that he was knocked out for different times. And when the defense asked him, "Hey, why do you keep saying different like lengths of time that you were knocked out to different doctors?" And instead of Terry just saying, "Oh, I can't remember, I was knocked out, I feel like he's suing for a traumatic brain injury, so he could have just resorted to that. I have a brain injury." No, what does he say? "I lied to the doctor to get attention. I told the doctor I was knocked out for 10 minutes because I wanted his attention." You basically just fucking shot yourself in the foot right there. All right, let's play this video.
Miles to describe it.
Yes.
I was weightless, yes.
You told me about 3 near-death experiences after the collision. True?
I did, yes.
One was where you knocked yourself out, and you were out a long time because the whatever had melted had actually warped the wood floor. Do you remember this?
I did, yes.
Did you seek medical care for that?
No.
So they're talking about he testified in his deposition that, and this has nothing to do with the ski accident. This is just after the ski accident, that he slipped and hit his head and passed out. And the reason he knows he was knocked out for 45 minutes is because the drink he was carrying had warped the wood floor by the time he woke up. Warped the wood floor. Come on.
Wasn't tuned in.
Did you think you were out at least 45 minutes?
At the time I did, but now I've come to conclusion that it was 2:30 in the morning and I just wiped up all the water on the floor and I didn't get it all. I think that's what caused the swelling. It usually takes about 45 minutes, so I'm pretty sure that would be impossible to be out.
Did you think it was important for you to maybe go see a doctor and having hit your head and being out for a long period enough that the water warped the wood floor?
At the time I thought that, but I was not making good decisions, and that sort of near-death experience happened twice again.
Right
Another near-death experience was you were cutting a cardboard box and cut your leg. Is that true?
With the box cutter, yes, through the femoral artery.
By the way, they got the medical records from that incident where he cut his leg with a box cutter, and it was basically a superficial wound. Did not cut his femoral artery. You can't. Your femoral artery with I was gonna cuss. A box cutter? With a box cutter?
Like a murder scene.
This guy's full.
And then
of
a
shit.
third near-death experience was an accidental overdose of medications.
Oh.
And they had to give you Narcan because you'd taken OxyContin and Tramadol.
Huh.
Is that right?
I didn't know I'd taken tramadol. I took just the oxy.
I didn't know I had taken the tramadol. Well, it didn't fucking matter because you overdosed. That's the bottom line. You overdosed.
Continent I had for my ribs, actually. My ribs being broken from the ski accident.
And you blame Miss Paltrow for all three of those near-death experiences after, true?
I don't know if I
Are
said
you
that.
claiming it right now in this lawsuit?
Yes, very unusual for me not to make good decisions.
Huh. Oh, so he's blaming her from the ski accident. He's blaming her for all three of those near death, for the overdose on OxyContin. That's her fault. I mean, this shit, you can't make this shit up, man. This guy he's a swindler. His vacation money ran out. He went on one too many vacations to a different country, and now he's out of money. And this is why he's bringing the lawsuit 8 years later. You're going to really get on the stand and try to say Miss Paltrow is the reason that you overdosed and the reason that you slipped and hit your head and the reason that you cut yourself with a box cutter? I mean, it's just an insult to the justice system. Ugh.
Decisions.
I mean, maybe I could see where you're coming from if, when you got in the ski accident, you hit your head and now you're making bad decisions, but I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I just think this guy is in trouble. He's in trouble. I don't think he's got a good case. Unfortunately, I think he's going to lose the case. And that's that. So that's just my quick coverage. I just started figuring out how to play the videos on the screen. I was struggling to figure that out for a while there. But basically, I'm going to start making these. Let me know what you think of it. Please like the channel, Late to Work, right there on the screen. That's the YouTube channel. I appreciate the support. I really enjoy doing this, and I'm going to go watch the closing arguments, and then I'm going to clip some videos from it, and I'm going to make another episode about the closing arguments. And like I said, my prediction, I don't think Paltrow is going to have to pay any damages. I just don't. I don't think she should have to pay any damages. And by the way, there's a poll online on Law and Crime. There's a poll basically asking. There's like 30,000 people that have submitted their survey, and they're asking, who do you think was at fault, Gwyneth Paltrow or Terry Sanderson? 68% said Terry Sanderson's at fault. So in this trial, I don't know if it's just the laws in Utah, but only 6 out of the 8 jurors have to. It doesn't have to be unanimous, doesn't have to be 100%, just has to be 6 of the 8. Once the 6 of the 8 agree on something, that's what happens. So the jury's gonna have to. They're gonna have to agree upon. Oh, by the way, there was an email that Terry's daughter had sent him, and it was like, "Oh my God, Dad, I saw the GoPro video of the accident. I can't believe you hit Gwyneth Paltrow. You're going to be famous." And by the way, there was a text message of him messaging his daughter saying, "I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be famous." Posting on Facebook, "I'm going to be famous. I hit Gwyneth Paltrow." And long story short, there's an email of his daughter saying, "Oh my God, I saw the GoPro video, Dad. That was crazy." And in the email, there was a link, and the link was to the meetup site. So basically, Terry Sanderson was part of the meetup.com, and that's where he would go to join these skiing groups. And that's he was a part of those groups. And basically, that link was to the GoPro footage to the meetup.com. Well, long story short, they couldn't get the GoPro footage. So on the stand, Terry Sanderson said there was no GoPro footage. It doesn't exist. I don't know what my daughter was talking about. She said, "I've seen the GoPro footage, Dad." And so the judge gave the jury their jury instructions. And part of the jury instructions were, if you believe that Terry had a GoPro video and didn't preserve it or destroyed it, you are allowed to use that against him by assuming that the video footage would not have supported his claim. So basically, the judge was basically saying there was probably a GoPro video. Terry probably deleted it because it probably didn't fit his narrative. So, I mean, he's just in trouble, man. I haven't seen the closing arguments, but if the juries are feeling any bit like me or any bit like the public that did that survey, then he's in trouble. Terry Sanderson's in trouble. Gwyneth Paltrow is in a good position as of now, in my opinion. So I will be back with an update after the closing arguments, and then also I will be back with a update on what the verdict was. All right, everybody, have a good day.